I see like a pole in her future. I see a jail in his future. Like, we're talking meth dealer, prostitute. Like, they're just heading off down a real good life, these kids. Hello, my name is Dwight Gillespie. I am your host. This is Trash TV Review. You know what to do. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Share it with your friends. And by all means, comment down below. I answer all the comments myself, even from the crazy people. This is Trash TV Review, where we review trash TV, or what I consider trash TV anyway. Mostly Maury and the Steve Wilkos show, although it leans more towards Maury because I just love that show. Sometimes, we haven't done the Dr. Phil, and we probably won't because, he's highbrow, and he does the whole 40 minutes. It's just one episode and stuff like that. Whereas Maury and Steve Wilkos can destroy far more lives in less time. So, that's, we just go right to their misery. We get right to the root of it. And it is people that I identify with, to be honest with you. This is white trash. And for the most part. And anyway, without any further ado, we're going to go to, he cheated 100 times, but I only cheated 3 times. So obviously this person is a much better person than their mate, which, they're going to tell us about. And let's just bring it on. Here we go.
Everyone, let's welcome Kendra.
Hi, Kendra. Yeah, Kendra. Okay.
Says her relationship
It's a great stripper name.
Jordan is like a bad game of ping
pong.
Because for the past 5 years, not only has he bounced in and out of her life, he has refused to be a father to both of her children.
Both. See, now here it is. Both of their children. So it wasn't enough that they had one child together that he refused to be a part of. She went and got knocked up by him again. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this is a paternity show or lie detector. I like it when it's a combination of both. Not only are you a liar, but you're a cheat, or vice versa. Okay. You really can't have one without the other, though, can you? Karma and Constantine and Kendra.
She's no angel.
Oh, God. KKK. Yeah, there you go.
That's no excuse.
They get that look, don't they? Yeah. Just because she's been no angel and fucked around, that's no excuse for him not to think that these are his kids. Oh, no. What? Perish the thought. This reminds me of the troll. Remember the troll, Pete and the troll? Yeah. Just because I screw other guys doesn't mean that he's not the father of these two. Come on, man. They look just like him. Yeah. Generic white kids. Here we go.
Deny her beautiful children.
I'm sick and tired of my ex-boyfriend Jordan being a deadbeat to my children. He claims that Karma and Constantine aren't his, and it's a bunch of bull.
Why? You admitted you fucked around on him. Yeah, but I don't think I did at those times. Oh, God, how would you remember?
Me and Jordan have a very toxic relationship, and that's why we're not together.
Yeah.
Jordan cheated on me about 5 million times.
5 million? Now, that, I got to tell you, that's an impressive number. 5 million. That's a lot of sex. Yeah.
3. But I never cheated around the time I got pregnant.
Never cheated around the time. Cheated all those other times, but never around the time I got pregnant. Okay.
I was pregnant with Karma. He put his 2 fingers to his head like this.
Yeah. And you had another one with him. After he said, I want to blow my brains out with the first one, you decided to have unprotected sex with this piece of shit again. Who's at fault here? Come on. He's just a piece of shit. What's your excuse?
We planned to have that baby together. How dare he?
How
Jordan
dare he?
Constantine because he was out of town for a month visiting friends.
Yeah, visiting friends. In prison, no doubt.
I was sleeping with somebody else, but I wasn't.
New cellmates are just friends you haven't met yet. Gee.
It's not fair that I have to take care of these kids by myself.
Not fair.
It breaks my heart
Not
when
fair.
my kids scream out for daddy and he wants nothing to do
nothing.
with it. So when Jordan gets
You should have another child with him. Maybe, third time's a charm, that kind of thing,
the proof that he needs, he better step up and be a father to his 2
Better.
kids.
He better. I'll bring him on Maury again. We'll yell at him.
Describe your relationship with Jordan.
Just
It's
describe.
toxic, very, very toxic.
Toxic.
He's horrible.
Horrible.
I mean, he's never there
Horrible.
for his kids.
Now, ask her, are you still sleeping? Well, yes, because he has a very large penis, and he uses it very well.
I try to call him and tell him to come
Yeah.
in and see his kids,
Come on.
but he says he's too busy.
Come see your kids, because I want to go fuck this other dude on Saturday night. So if you could just come by the house and take these kids off of my hands for a little bit so I can fuck this other guy.
With other things like running around with
Woo!
So you had this 5-year relationship.
5 years.
Was it on again, off again?
On and off.
On and off, volatile, up and down, in and out. Why?
Over and over. He would cheat on me, and then I would cheat on him to get back and get even. I'm not a saint. I'm not trying to act like I'm a saint or anything.
I ain't no saint, no. But I am a struggling single mother who needs help with her children.
He would go and he would text girls. He went to Tennessee and literally stayed for a month after I told him I was
And you took him back.
pregnant with a woman and didn't tell me for a whole year
A
that
whole
he was
year.
sleeping with her.
Oh, yeah. It took you a year to realize that he was gone for a month and fucking somebody else in Tennessee? Like, come on. You just don't look that stupid.
Now, the first child, Karma.
Karma.
You know what he says?
What?
It happened too fast.
Too
With
fast.
Karma, we planned her.
Yeah.
I stayed at his house
We-
day in and day night. The only time
Day in and day night. What the fuck?
I would leave was to go to work and help.
At least and help pay the bills, because that's it. And then, honey, I won't put my phone number down there, but I would like to meet this person.
Pay for him, help pay for his stuff and whatever he needed.
Yeah, of course she
They
did.
look alike.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at the nose. Look at the eyes.
So what? Oh my God. Who cares?
She looks just like him.
How about with
And his
Constantine?
brother and his cousin
God,
and
don't even get me
his
started.
uncle. Don't even get me started.
Spitting image.
Spitting
You know what he
image.
says about Constantine?
I don't really know what that word means. Spitting image. It's a popular saying, but what is it like when you spit twice, it looks the same? I don't understand. Speaking of spitting, if she did more spitting, she wouldn't be in this fucking situation to begin with, right?
Why he's not the father?
Why?
Because he was out of town.
He was out of town. Oh, sure,
Don't even
yeah.
listen to him.
Don't even listen.
Okay?
He's an idiot.
I found
He's a
out
jerk.
I was pregnant with Constantine, and that's when he left me. Wasn't there for my doctor's appointment.
Nothing. But he wasn't there for the first one. What the fuck would make you think he'd be there for the second one? Like, who's at fault here? I gotta ask. Who's the one that's really at fault? Honey, please.
Do you want to be with him?
No, hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. I got 2 kids he ain't taking care of.
He
has a very nice penis.
When we are.
Did you try to get him in your kids' lives?
Yes, when I was working,
Yes.
okay, I had this job.
When
I was gone for
working.
12 hours,
Ah,
all right?
God. Yeah.
I asked him to babysit
Yeah.
his kids, and
Yeah.
he said, no,
Fuck
I
you.
don't work. I don't watch them on your time. I watch them on my own.
Yeah.
Any father that actually cared about his children
Anyone.
would love to
Yeah.
watch them for
How would you know about a father who cares about his kids? Because I'm going to guess yours ain't in the picture. Because there's no way a woman could let herself be treated like this and have a good father figure in her life.
12 hours.
Another favorite theme. That's another theme.
But your kids, want
Fatherless
their
children.
father.
I would
Of course
literally
they
sit
do.
outside his house waiting on him to come out. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, do you want to see your
great.
kids today? You want to take them to the park?
Sure.
They would scream and
Scream
cry for
and
their
cry.
daddy, crying. I mean, tears rolling down their face. Daddy, I love you. Daddy, daddy, daddy. And he'd just be walking off with his friends.
There you go.
Everybody.
And this is the man you chose to have children with. This is the man you chose to have unprotected sex with. This is the man you chose to keep in your life. Like, keep that in mind. And Grant, I'm not giving this guy a pass. This guy's a piece of shit. But honey, come on. Come on. You had one with him and he didn't give a shit about it. And you knew that from the jump. And then you go and have another one. You continued to have unprotected sex with this man. And for what? For what? To hope that he comes around? To hope he becomes a better person? To force him into a situation where, he's going to be better? He's not. He didn't give a shit. It's quite evident here, right? Come on. You don't have to be a fucking genius to figure this shit out, do you?
Here's Jordan. Jordan, come on out.
Like the river. Looked over Jordan, what did I see? Yeah, that's it. That's right. My man. Skinny little thing, too, isn't he?
So what's a lie, Jordan?
What
What
is?
isn't? She said she's told me they are my kids. They ain't my kids.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And that's probably something she's done, too, because, like, women sometimes like to twist that little knife. They're not yours anyway, you piece of shit,
You are irrelevant, honey. Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. It's irrelevant that I told you that they're not your children. Just give me the fucking money. Yeah. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. I thought it was a hippopotamus. It's not irrelevant.
Just like you. They look just
They look just like you. They look just like every other white guy in the fucking town.
You ever say
They're all probably related to, we won't even get into that. It's just, they sound like they're south of the Mason-Dixon. Who knows?
they aren't his kids?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Not once. I
Bullshit. Liar. Liar. Liar.
I wish.
I wish.
They both got blue eyes. Me and her have blue eyes. The hair color. Same.
You told my producers it's much
Listen,
better.
and you got to feel for these kids. Because, I see like a Pole in her future. I see a jail in his future. Like, we're talking meth dealer, prostitute. Like, they're just heading off down a real good life, these kids. Because unfortunately, their parents are more interested in playing games with each other and fucking and having a good time and worrying about what. And these kids are going to get lost in the shuffle because that's what happens. And it's a perpetual cycle. And unless one of these parents steps up and just writes the other one off and starts taking care of these kids are destined for the same life their parents were. Misery and mediocrity, because this is right where it starts. And they are good-looking kids, and they seem like nice kids, right? But when these kids are going to grow up with no parental supervision, and no parental guidance, no male, no father role model, no good mother role model, none of that shit, blaming each other, victimhood, like that's going to be the lives of these kids, unfortunately, and this is the way it's going to perpetuate itself.
For you to stay far away from Kendra. Why?
We fight way too much. It's just better for the children if I stay away from
He's right about that. Yeah.
Your children.
Away from you.
Away from you.
Away from me, as many times I offered to say, hey, my mom will bring the kids to you. You can
That's
see
right. My mom will bring the kids to you because I'll be home fucking Jerome. That's it. And then my mom will bring them kids,
my kids with my mom. No,
I have no problem seeing
he's
the kids.
busy.
I want to see the kids. I don't
4th
want
of
to see
July,
you.
I asked him to come see his kids at the park, and he wouldn't even do that. He said, no, sorry, I'm busy. How busy are you that you can't see your kids?
Very,
It's a holiday.
very, I don't know.
Let's start here, Jordan. Why isn't the older one Karma yours?
Well, why would she
cheating
be?
on me way too many times.
That's it.
I know about.
No.
She told me that they ain't, and there's
He's
just
full
too much
of it.
confusion.
No, I've never once said
Never
that
once.
the kids weren't his.
I
okay?
disagree.
With Karma, we were.
I disagree because if I was her, I would. I'd tell them, you little dick bastard, they're not even your kids, just out of spite. I would say it. I think, and to say here, she has. I guarantee it.
We're with each other 24/7, just like I said. 24/7 with him.
Yeah, impossible. Nobody's together 24/7.
And how about Constantine?
I don't think he looks nothing like
Nothing
any
like
of us.
All right, it's an alien, maybe.
And I was
Reptilian child.
for a month. I was not around the time she got pregnant.
No.
with him.
No, I found out I was pregnant. That's when he left me. To go see a girl in Tennessee that was coming up here to grab guys just so she could sleep with them. She was that pathetic. She done slept with her own cousin, and he went down there and slept with her.
So I was right. It is south of the Mason-Dixon.
What did Kendra put on Facebook that really got you upset?
What?
Telling me that Constantine was calling another guy daddy.
Oh, hey, listen.
Might as well call
He
somebody
wouldn't call
daddy.
someone else daddy if he was actually around to
That's
show
right.
me what a daddy was.
What I want to know is where is that other daddy now? He's long gone, right? He lasted a month. Within 3 days, he was living in the house. Within 4 days, the kid's calling him daddy. This is how desperate these children are for some parental guidance and everything, right? They cling to anybody, though. They'll attach to anyone, and that's just a shame. It really is, man. It's a shame.
Daddy, because he doesn't know who his daddy is.
Doesn't know. Neither do you, apparently.
Be around.
Will you be in their lives more if you're proved to be the father?
Sure. Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We're going to find out right now. We ready?
There we go. No lie detector needed.
When
This
it
is a
comes to
shame.
4-year-old Karma, Jordan, you are the father.
Yay! Yay! Karma has a shitty dad. Yay! Yeah, look at that's a
When
great
it
mom
comes
right
to
there.
2-year-old
Yeah,
Constantine, Jordan, you are the father.
a twofer. These kids are fucked. Look how dejected he is. What a shame. I mean, it's just such a shame because here they are.
Look at this.
Listen.
Beautiful.
See, this is something that bothers me about Maury. Like, if they weren't the father, and the guy's like, see, I told you you're a lying slut and all this other stuff. Maury would be like, I'll leave her alone. She made an honest mistake. And that's not an honest mistake. When you accuse somebody of being a father and you know there's a chance they're not, it's not an honest mistake. And this is the same thing, like he had every reason. I got to tell you, like you look at this woman, you look at this guy, both of them have every reason to suspect the other, right? They're both pieces of shit. Let's face it. And either one of them would have an idea that the other one's cheating. Like there's no reason for him not to want a DNA test. I think that anytime you have an unprotected sex and you're knocking people up around, you should always ask for a DNA today because things have changed. There's very, very few people who just get married and do the right thing, like decide to have a family. When it comes to kids like this, I got to tell you something from my own personal losses in life. I lost my kids in a horrible car accident. And I love my son more than anything in the world. I didn't know my daughter at the time. So when I see things like this, it breaks my heart. Like men, I don't understand men. And I've talked about this in other videos before. I used to watch this show with my son. And I remember my son, the proudest moment of my life was when my son said, I don't understand why they don't want to be a daddy, why that makes him upset, because you love me and you love being my daddy. Like my son got that. He understood how much he was loved and wanted by both his mother and I. And even when we had problems together, he was still our focus. Like he was still the love of our life, and we always did put him first. So when I see these men who don't understand how good they have it, like, let's face it, man, everything that a guy has to do with having a child is pretty easy compared to what a mother has to go through. And I freely admit that. Like we get to make love, right? You make a baby, it feels good, it's all good. And then basically all we got to do is be there for her and for the child, right? We provide for that child, we nurture and love that child and show guys, like that's our job as men, as fathers, right? That's a father's job. And the fact that men just don't take this seriously and just go into this and don't take care of their children is really mind-blowing. And then you see it from the other side, the men who try to be good fathers. And I have a couple friends that are in this situation that they try to be in their child's life, and the woman is just so bitter and so angry, whether it's a divorce or something like that, that they make it very difficult for a good man to be in the life of their child. They make it very difficult. They badmouth the man. They do all these things, and that's a shame too. But there aren't enough fathers in the world, and there aren't enough fathers who really take the responsibility to their children seriously. But anyway, that's my take on it anyway. My name is Dwight Gillespie. This is Trash TV Review. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all that good stuff. Share this video, comment on this video, do your thing. You know what to do. Come on. My name is Dwight Gillespie. Have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Tune in again soon. Thank you. Bye.